My dear viewers, my students, my patrons, and my well wishers. Today or tonight is the third lesson on the night train at Deoli by Ruskin Bond. Textual grammar. I am dealing with textual grammar, the night train at Deoli. I will not make my introduction lengthy. I will just start third lesson. On the night train at Deoli by Ruskin Bond. Okay, let us start. Textual grammar. Textual grammar. Okay, remember it. I have already given you two lessons, but today's lesson is very important because I have picked up some sentences for transformation of sentences or textual grammar. My first line, it is the last line of the story. Number one, I never break my journey at Deoli. I never break my journey at Deoli, but I pass through as often as I can. As often as I can. Okay? You see that but is the connector or using as the conjunction. That means it is an example of compound sentence. Clear? If you are asked to turn it into a simple sentence, suppose you have been asked to transform the sentence into a simple sentence, then what will you do? I pass through Deoli frequently without breaking my journey. Clear? What will you write? Answer. I pass through Deoli frequently that means as often as I can is replaced by the word frequently. I pass through Deoli frequently. You see that never, it is a negative sentence. Without breaking my journey at the place. You see that there is only one finite verb, that is pass through. So let us read the sentence. I pass through Deoli frequently, that means as often as I can, without breaking my journey at the place. Clear? Now let us come to the second grammar. Second grammatical item. For example, as Deoli platform receded, I decided that one day I would have to break journey there. As Deoli platform receded, comma, I decided that one day I would have to break journey. I would have to break journey there. Okay. As Deoli platform receded, I decided that one day I would have to break journey there. Suppose you have been asked to split into simple sentences. Split into simple sentences. Yeah. Split into simple sentences. Then what should be the first sentence? Number 1, Deoli platform receded. Okay. Number 1. Number 2, I would have to break journey there. I would have to break journey there. This is the second sentence. Remember it. And the third sentence is I decided it. I would have to break journey there. I would have to break journey there one day. I have missed. I would have to break journey there one day. It is the second sentence, and the third sentence is I decided it. I decided it. There are 3 simple sentences. You may write, it was my decision. Clear? Now, let us clean the board and come to the third item. Clear? I always look out of the carriage window. Number 3. I always look out of the carriage window. Okay. Suppose you have been asked to turn it into a negative sentence. Negative sentence. Here, when there is always, its opposite is never, and you must use never. What should be the answer? I never prevented myself. I never prevented myself from looking out of the window. This is the third textual grammar. I never prevented myself from looking out of the window. I always look out of the carriage window. Now, window of the carriage or carriage window, whatever you may write. Number 4 textual grammar. With this thought, I consoled myself throughout my last term in college. With this thought, I consoled myself throughout my last term in college. Okay. Now, you have been asked to transform it into a complex sentence. Suppose complex. Okay. With this thought, I consoled myself throughout my last term in college. There. For example, I consoled myself throughout my last term in college when this thought existed in me. It is a very difficult construction, so I discard this sort of construction. Many may write in this way. I may write, answer, I thought this, that. Here that means which. I thought this, that. That led me to console myself I thought this, that. That means here which. I thought this, that led me to console myself throughout my last term in college. Now, let us analyze the sentence. I thought this, principal clause. Clear? That led me to console myself throughout my last term in college. Subordinate adjective clause or relative clause qualifying the entire principal clause. I thought this. That is, it is the relative clause in the continuative sense, not in the restrictive sense. Clear? However, now come to the fifth item. I was afraid of I was afraid of discovering what really happened to the garden. What really happened to the garden. Clear? Split into two simple sentences. Split into two simple sentences. Clear? My first sentence should be, number one, something might have happened to the girl. Something might have happened to the girl. Clear? Number two, I was afraid of discovering it. I was afraid of discovering it. Okay. Tonight I have discussed with you 5 grammatical items, from affirmative to negative, splitting into simple sentences, turning into a complex sentence, turning into a simple sentence. And next day again, it is the 3rd lesson. I will continue to give you 4th, 5th and 6th lessons till I complete the grammatical items. Thanking all of you. Good night. Stay safe, stay mellow. Like, comment, share and subscribe too.